Hello and welcome to the box seat. Scott Embry here covering a mammoth 10-race program on Wednesday the 10th of January out of Ascot. There's been a lot of rain around. When we raced here on Sunday it was a heavy 8. I'm going to go with a forecast track condition of a soft 6, hopefully improving through to a soft 5 during the meeting, but it's going to be a case of wait and see. The rail's at 11 metres, it's overcast, no rain forecast for Wednesday, which is always good. We go straight into race number 1 and we probably see the most exciting horse of the entire program in the Morley Growers Market handicap over 1,000 metres. His name is Secret Plan and we're going to watch his recent trial win.
Snatches its back, then back in between horses, the Last Breeze, angled back toward the inside, scintillating to the outside, Secret Plan, but quickly storming up Patty's Forecast, has picked it up from Carmelie. Running on is Triple Missile, and Secret Plan from last is descending down the outside, has got them all covered. Secret Plan raced up, shot to the front, and is coming clear to win. Secret Plan has defeated.
Secret Plan is an I Am Invincible gelding that wears the cerise and white, and it's pretty hard not to be impressed with that trial. He sat back last over the 950, he came to the outside, and the horse there in replay who was on the inside of him was Triple Missile, who's in this race, and he went straight past Triple Missile, which is a pretty good showing because I have a lot of time for Todd Harvey's horse. I'm going to go here with Secret Plan. He's a winner on a soft track. He is just so impressive in everything he does. He's probably going to be around, you would imagine, and I'm guessing here that $1.50 type of quote. Anything above, I'm sure, will attract a few multiplayers. I'm going on top with Secret Plan at his return number 3. 1 Triple Missile, undefeated after one only outing, where it was very impressed with how he was able to accelerate through the gaps when they appeared. He looks the logical danger. They look a lock in terms of a Quinella and an Exacta. It's a big gap back to the rest. 4 Command Force on debut and 7 in High Precision, who should get it soft along the inside. But this race is going to be all eyes on those top 2 in betting. 3, 1, 4 and 7. Race number 2 is the Western Race Picks Maiden at 1,200 metres. We're going to go down to Bunbury and watch Paige Kenny's filly on debut. This is Starlift.
On the track has done it fairly tough though. Starlift is back on the inside as they come into the straight, and then Ragnar Roll inside the 250, and the leader is Global Conflict from City Cruiser. Down the outside, Kipataki. Ragnar Roll's trying to come through. Meritara's not doing enough, and now Starlift getting up on the inside as well. It's Global Conflict, Starlift, City Cruiser. Pike digs it in, and City Cruiser races home to win well.
Good solid effort there in second. Definitely not disgraced in that race. Senior rider William Pike takes over from 3 kilo claiming apprentice Victoria Corver. This filly steps to 1,200 metres. She does have a nice gate to work with as well. If I'm going to knock her, the only knock on her is she had 2 trials when last in work, both on soft 6 going, and both where she looked to be really struggling. So I'm not quite sure how she'll handle the conditions that we're expecting on Wednesday at Ascot. So for that reason, I just pushed her down the order a little bit, and I went with an ever-consistent mare here of Chris Willis's, who does deserve to break through, does get her chance here, and seems to be appreciating the fact that she gets in with a little light weight here, because she is very, very small. It's Petite La Femme, she's very well named, and I'm hoping here for Chris Willis and his team that this mare can break through at start number 12. She's been there and thereabouts all her career. She's drawn a soft gate to do no work, and we should be getting each way in this field. It's 7 for me, Petite La Femme. From 1, My Hidden Journey. This was a really impressive trial, and if you go through some of the best runs of this horse, I'm sure John Doyle's scratching his head as to why he's still a maiden. Number 11, the replay horse Starlift, who was good on debut, and 4, Cable Boy, who has just found a little bit of bad luck at his debut. My numbers in race 2, 7, 1, 11 and 4. Race number 3, the Pimm's Handicap, a Class 1 at 1,200 metres. We're going to watch Lou Luciani's gelding here, Hot Z, descend upon them last start.
Followed by Bondonna with Yard Man to the extreme outside. 250 left to go. Cricket into house, joined very quickly by Hot Z. It's Hot Z who stormed up, grabbed the lead and dashes away. It's Hot Z racing past the 100, well clear. All interest in the minor placings. Real Charisma and also the Slug from well back, but Hot Z blew them away.
When Chris Parnham said go there, Hot Z was off and gone in the twinkling of an eye. It really was a very impressive effort from midfield. I am concerned that most of the winners that day were doing exactly that. They were winding up 3 deep with cover and they were letting loose down the centre. So I'm going to tip here with another on-speed horse, and that's a filly here who's only having her second start for a new yard. She transferred from Simon Miller to Luke Fernie with a new set of connections, and she looks like earning them a fair bit of money here. She was very good at her first start for the Fernie yard. She ran third behind the flying mare Time to Sizzle in a Saturday graduation. So she's a massive class dropper here, 60 plus, back to a class 1. She is drawn the outside, but again Carleen Heffel rides, and she should be able to near on cross this field, or at worst, sit in the breeze. From there, I think she's the one to beat, and her name, after all that, is Nuhad. Number 3, the Italian Job. First up, no trial, Willie Pike in the saddle, Ben and Dan Pearce training a lot of winners. Does tick a lot of boxes, this horse. Number 4, Hot Zed, the horse from Replay, who's probably going to have to basically reproduce that run. Sit back, wind up and come down the centre. Number 7, Mystic Love, who comes out of a pretty high rating class 3, back into a class 1. It is good placement by Michael Campbell. My numbers in race 3, 5, 3, 4 and 7. Race number 4, Tab Touch Better Your Bet Handicap, another 1200 metre class 1. This is exciting because we get to see In the Boat on a Wednesday. This is him last start, running third.
4 wide all day session, 5 wide around it now, the filly. Kiss on All Four Cheeks, who's letting down with her run. Vain Tempest hit the front fleetingly. Kiss on All Four Cheeks gathered it up though at the 125. Kiss on All Four Cheeks, Vain Tempest, but Kiss on All Four Cheeks. She pulls away and her class with a capital C prevails. Kiss on All Four Cheeks over Vain Tempest.
Well, Kiss on All Four Cheeks beat him home that day. She's a winner of a listed Sir Ernest Listier Stakes. She's the winner of around 4 races from only 9 starts. She ran second to her stablemate in Snickerdoodle Dandy in the Burgess Queen on Melbourne Cup Day. Everything about that form line says that In the Boat will be winning this race. On debut, he was sent around a prohibitive favourite, 124. I think he might have closed in fixed odds betting. He got the job done. He beat Hot Zed, who we just previewed in the previous race. I think he are coming from a 3-year-old Saturday plate back into an all-age class 1. Regardless of the fact he's drawn deep, regardless of the fact he's got weight, he looks the winner on paper of this race, and probably, alongside Secret Plan, one of the more exciting horses we'll see on this midweek program. Number 2, In the Boat. Number 7, JD. You go and watch this mare's one and only victory. It was on a heavily affected soft 7 surface, so if they are getting their feet in, then maybe she's an improver at a price. Number 8, Pure Dynamite, going well, class 1, class 3 type of company, but is the kind of horse who seems to find 1 or 2 better every time he goes to the races. Number 11, Next Best, and that's Adam Ferry's filly Anna Shah. Disappointing last start, but the blinkers do go back on. My numbers in race 4, 2, 7, 8 and 11. Race number 5 is the Amelia Park Lodge Handicap. This is a class 1 over a mile. There's 2 Cerise and White horses who I'm sure will take up a massive percentage of the market. One of them, with William Pike on, is Sprightly Star.
25 from home. Private Number shifting ground, wobbled out towards the middle of the track, still with a lead of more than a length on Exonet. Down the outside, Lincoln's Law. Pike releases the brakes now on the favourite Sprightly Star, who comes at them quickly. They go to the 100. Sprightly Star, Lincoln's Law coming away. He goes for the whip on Sprightly Star, who's got the neck in front. Sprightly Star, the favourite, a little too good for Lincoln.
Really good strong maiden win there by Sprightly Star at only start number 2. The horse she beat home, Lincoln's Law, was having his first outing for SJ Miller and does look a good thing wherever he goes next because he was impressive at his first up run too. This is a 3-year-old filly who's likely to go all the way through this autumn carnival. We're about to warm up into it. She probably is on her path toward the Oaks. I'm thinking that maybe if she's a little bit too short, and I haven't seen markets yet, but I'm expecting her to be very short, that we might have to tip for a little bit of value here and go with a horse who's going to have a tactical advantage over her, and that's the top weight here in Rosso Tempesta. Paul Harvey guided him to victory when he led all the way in a Metro Maiden. William Pike took over last start and he sat close handy to a real breakneck tempo, chasing Castillo del Lago throughout. I thought he fought on quite all right. He steps to a mile, he reunites with Paul Harvey, and if it is a day with the rail at 11 and a soft 6 type of track where these horses are just struggling to make a little bit of ground, then maybe, just maybe, he can be the each-way value and the blowout chance here, number 1 Rosso Tempesta. Obviously, from what we saw there, Sprightly Star is going to be awfully hard to beat. It's just going to be a question for punters about what price is worth taking and when does she get too short. Number 10, the stablemate Real Passion, who was a big drifter last start when beaten by Lucy de Grey. And number 2, Tick Along, 40 days between runs, but Brett Pope's yard starting to kick a lot of goals. My numbers in race number 5, 1, 11, 10 and 2. Race number 6 is the Byron Bay Premium Lager Handicap, a graduation 1600 metre race. And it's really good to see the former 2-year-old of the year back in work, Tin Snip. So we're going to look at his recent 1450 metre trial.
Jafetica was in between horses. Then further back in the field come the likes of our Diamond Boy, who's battling away on the inside. But Tin Snip out in the centre has quickly picked it up, and Tin Snip races clear from Already Famous, battling away Albi's Pride, Bolshevik on the inside, and Lake Costalante. But Tin Snip, driven out by Joe Azzopardi, comes clear to score a length and a half overall.
This is the Sires Produce winner going back a couple of years ago. There was a little bit of a controversy that year that he beat a horse like Dig Deep as 2-year-old of the year. Dig Deep's gone on with it, Tin Snip hasn't, but probably through no fault of his own. He seems to have had a fair few issues and a long time away from the races at different periods. I like that trial. It was definitely a better performance than what he put in recent campaigns. So I do think he is one of the horses to beat, but I couldn't get myself past the absolute wet tracker of the entire program in all seriousness, and that's Maricino here, number 3. He was a winner on a soft 6 as a 2-year-old, and then some of his wet track performances against much stronger opposition than this as a 3-year-old were excellent. He's third up into the preparation, he has a blinker attached, he has Chris Parnham engaged, which for Lou Luciani of recent times has been a recipe for success. He draws the inside gate, he can track up the speed set by bow count, he profiles like the winner of this race, and we should be getting a reasonable enough quote to find out as well. I think he's one of the better bets of the program, number 3, Maricino. Number 2, Bow Count, you know what you're going to get with this horse. He goes back first up when he's fresh, he goes forward when he's second, third and fourth up, especially with his best mate and Ryan Hill in the saddle. He's the kind of horse that can make you look silly on your day, so if you are backing Maricino, I'd probably suggest that you also save on Bow Count. Number 1, Tin Snip, excited to see him back. First up, a mile, a soft track, 60 kilos. There are a few negatives there, but he is talented. Number 8, Next Best, Misty Lad, who was completely luckless at his return to the metro area. My numbers in race 6, 3, 2, 1 and 8. Race number 7, Autumn Ascot Racing Carnival is coming handicap, and all of those features, the Karrakatta, the Oaks, the WATC Derby, the Mel Vista, the JC Roberts, the Natasha, they're all coming. It's very, very exciting times here at Perth Racing, and this race is sponsored by Perth Racing and named in honour of the upcoming Autumn Carnival. But the horse we're going to watch here in replay is the last start effort of the Old Grey in Push to Pass.
They set sail, the old fellow with a handy lead. Corporate Larrikin led by a length. Aberdeen Queen joined it quickly. Rationale, here comes Naughty by Nature. She's starting to build and whine with a big finishing run. Rationale, Naughty by Nature. Rationale digging in. Naughty by Nature trying to get to Rationale, but Rationale held her. Rationale's good.
Well, this Old Grey here, he might have been around for more than his fair share of autumn carnivals throughout the years under Ash Maley. But I think here, he can win on a Wednesday. There's no doubt in my mind about that. He drops back in grade. In fact, his last 6, 7 or even 8 races have been in higher than this. He gets in well weighted after Maddie Derrick's claim. She has ridden him to victory before. I do have him in for second though, because I can't get past the placement by Summer Dixon of number 2 in Bella's Idol. This is a horse who's going so much better than it might look on paper. Legitimate excuses in the last 5 runs. Go back 6 starts ago, was a winner in this grade by 4 lengths, beating Juicing Carrots, who then went on to win a 72 plus a couple of starts later. No matter where you look, it's been bad luck for Bella's Idol. No matter where you look, the form is good enough to win this race. Blinkers are off, Brad Parnham's on, drawn an inside gate. I think Bella's Idol should give this a very good shake, number 2. Number 1, Push to Pass, very well placed by Ash Maley, no doubt. Number 3, Bold Success, who has a rare senior rider on and is a noted wet tracker. Number 4, Celtic Diva, who we made the best on the box seat last start. Not sure what went wrong, but she certainly didn't give us any joy. We're going to follow up here and at least tip her in for the top 4. My numbers in race 7, 2, 1, 3 and 4. Race number 8, the Schweppes Handicap over the flying 1,000 metres. This for me is the best bet of the program. I love this recent trial. It is under Lucy Warwick in the light blue, and her name is She's Enchanted.
One to corner into the home straight will be censure. So coming well into the straight now, She's Enchanted leads. Sterling Estate in pursuit, then Outback Jack. Trying to angle off their heels is Trevello. So She's Enchanted leads narrowly. Outback Jack's coming home hard. She's Enchanted still in front though from Outback Jack. And it might have fallen in, got really...
Well, I love that trial of She's Enchanted. Lucy Warwick took her to the front, was eased bound through her gears in the concluding stages, never fully tested at any stage. Beaten in the photo at the trials by Outback Jack, who went to the 3-year-old Pinjarra Magic Millions on the weekend just gone. It's really good form for a race like this, even just out of the trials. You then go into her race form, a winner on a soft 6, over 1,000 and a 60 plus beating Missing Pro. She then went to 3-year-old graduation racing and handicap conditions, where she ran into We've Got Dreams, Boomtastic, Bright Diamond, Mood Swings. It's all good form for a Saturday, let alone a Wednesday. Can't wait to see what price she opens. Fingers crossed it's a backable commodity, because I love this mare in this race. I think she's the best on the program, and that's She's Enchanted, number 5. 6, Holy Ghost, who was a really, really good trial. Anybody that follows those Belmont Park trials will know that the time that he ran is sizzlingly quick. He was actually in the same races as She's Enchanted when last in work, and has to concede her weight in this race, but I still think he's a legitimate danger. Number 1, Grand Design, going well this mare, proving a little bit hard to place for David Harrison, but she does get the right run in transit. We then go down to the stablemate of my best bet, She's Enchanted, to number 11, Requisition, who's unlikely to get any luck at all, but is going particularly well. My numbers in race number 8, 5, 6, 1 and 11. Race number 9 at Ascot, the Crown Perth Handicap at 1,400 metres. We're going to watch a 66 plus, where this horse ran 3rd. His name, Downforce, down the outside in the Parnham family colours.
Star Glitter and Weapon Sun hoisted to the outside. Mood Swings, Agent J. They come together again at the 200. Down the outside, Excellent Dream though. Excellent Dream looms up. It grabs them. Excellent Dream gets a half a length on Mood Swings. Weapon Sun, one short, finishing strongly. But Excellent Dream's too good. Lifted home by the Pontiff. Excellent Dream.
We go back 3 starts ago. This horse, Downforce, was in a 60 plus. He ran a really nice solid race behind Excellent Dream. Neville Parnham dropped him back to a Class 3 and he was victorious. He then went to a 66 plus, that replay we've just watched there, and again he ran 3rd, and again it was behind Excellent Dream. A 66 plus back into a Class 3. It's basically rinse and repeat here. He drops in grade, he gets back into a winnable race, he reunites with Lactar Rumley. He looks very hard to beat here at 1,400 metres and exceptionally well placed. Number 1, Downforce. Number 2, Chief Archer, a last start winner, kept fresh by Jesse Byrne, and I do think this horse has an abundance of natural ability. Speaking of natural ability, how could you not shake it? 2 from 2 undefeated. Darren McAuliffe typically doesn't trial these horses at their second preparation, and they always go very well first up. Number 12, next best, and that's Simonelli, who was in that Class 3, won by Downforce 2 starts ago. I think she is going quite well. My numbers in race 9, 1, 2, 3 and 12. Race number 10 at the end of this mammoth program on Wednesday is the Budget Truck Rental Handicap at 1,800 metres. And we're going to watch the last start, second placing of Conquered Zone.
In front by 2 lengths, 23 Red. Down the outside, Night Session, bold success. He's trying to work his way through with Celtic Diva, not getting a lot of room, but it's still Lollipop Lane. Conquered Zone's gone back to the inside, making good headway. Lollipop Lane desperately ridden though, and it'll be a sweet victory. Lollipop Lane went from go to woe to win the last over.
I thought Willie Pike gave Conquered Zone every chance there behind Lollipop Lane, but probably going to get near on identical run here, albeit back at 1,800. Those inside gates can be a big bonus here at the 1,800 metre start point, because they do almost jump straight onto a corner. They've got then the entire back straight to sort themselves out, and regardless of how you look at this, Conquered Zone is a definite winning chance. I am, however, going to tip a horse that's coming out of a 58 plus ratings race up at Geraldton in the Midwest. It's an alternate form reference, but the thing that's got me here with Moderator is the fact that he is such a good wed tracker. He went through the grades at the rate of knots when last in work at Belmont Park, all on soft 6, soft 7 type of going. So if we are on a rain affected track on Wednesday, and it has chopped out by the time we get to race number 10 on the program, you're looking for a horse that can get to the middle, can get through the going, and can let down brilliantly. And that does profile like number 1, Moderator. Number 4, Conquered Zone, no doubt going to get the right run to win. Number 9 in Mel Arab, who just can't draw a gate and just can't seem to work out whether this horse wants to be up on pace or sitting in behind, up to 2,000 or back to 1,800. He's a bit perplexing at the moment. And then the mare, Safe to Make Up, number 8, Next Best, who Justin Warwick has ticking over really nicely. My numbers in race 10, 1, 4, 9 and 8. Rolling into best bets at Ascot on Wednesday the 10th of February 2021. Going race 4, number 2, In the Boat, to come across and almost lead throughout but might sit deep. And then the very best, very keen on this mare's returns chances, and that is race 8, number 5, She's Enchanted. Well, as we saw there in the preview, autumn racing at Ascot, the carnival is just around the corner. Ticketing information at perthracing.com.au.